Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you. Today, I got a good lesson for you. Let's go. Right as 25 rules led by storytelling, story with a message. Message is a story for life. I'm giving life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. Numbers are going up. I appreciate that. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Want to do better for yourself. Right thinking is a way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. That's my mission for all my right thinkers to do just that. Right thinkers' mission is to obtain the knowledge, use it, and benefit from it, and do what they do. Let's go. Know thyself is the question I have to ask. Need to know you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. I got you. That's what I do. What I do for you. Stay tuned. Got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. Now, a person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. Most people at this time in the morning, but it's okay. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to MAAT, be true. You got to stay true and honest with yourself. Today, right thinkers, in the beginning, there was chaos, meaning possibility. He called it the noon. The Bible's called the abyss. But the earth is 75% water. That's life advantageously. So it's full of that. So at the one time when we showed the noon, the ancients showed him as what color? Blue. It's a tidbit. Way back then, we understood that concept. But let's talk about chaos. Chaos is possibility of anything, but it's not stable. So in comes when Ra came out of the noon, the chaotic spot. First thing he wanted was what? Order. In steps Maya. So today's lesson, right thinkers, let's talk about order versus chaos. Chaos, aka Maya versus its fit, or good versus evil. Whatever way you want to play this game, good, bad, it's the same thing. You can dress it up any way you want, mythologically, philosophically, allegorically, but it's all the same thing. It's to get a message across, okay? Wow, let's go. Let's start with Maya. The first thing he asked for was order. She's the symbol of balance, justice, righteousness, divine order, truth. That's what Maya represents. So the opposite of that, in ancient times, they called Itzfet. Not the counterpart, Tahuti was her husband, all that nonsense. But no, remember, balance means if you got Maya, you got to have something opposite Maya. They called it chaos, but they knew it as Itzfet. He just didn't get popularized because everybody chose to do what? Maya. So Itzfet wasn't big. Right now, Satan is just as bad as God. The devil got just as much billing as God do. Ancients didn't practice that nonsense. It was all Maya all the time. You had a choice. Again, your choice. Okay? And from what I'm saying, PS, I put on here PS, it looks like evil is winning conceptually. Now, let's go. Now, righteousness was always the standard in doing the right thing for the right reason in order to be blessed. They knew back then the right thing would get results from nature, aka God, Netter. Sorry about that. Calm it down. Yes. And guess what? Karma was the reason to do the right thing. Why? Because they understood you reap what you sow. If you put this out, you're going to get that in return. Equal opposites. So all these things they knew in ancient times, and that's the way they lived. They didn't just learn it, they lived it. I don't study to just learn stuff. Sorry about that. you manifest, you implement what you learn to prove that what you learn is worth learning. Early in my life, again, I chose to do chaotic, the wrong thing, evil, it's fair. I was a drug dealer, a street runner, hanging out, doing all the wrong things for all the wrong reasons. Well, the right reason for me to be satisfied, glorify myself, fill my um, sexual desires, my ego tripping, going through that thing, and I'm the man that everybody love me, all that nonsense. Again, evil, chaos, nonsense, it's fair. When I made the change, here we go. Now it gets good. When I made the change in my life to what? Do the right thing. Yes, it was again my choice. Nobody can force you into anything except slavery. And that's how we go into that one now. They ain't gotta do that no more with ignorance of self. So bottom line is make choices that you can live with. That's gonna benefit you. That's what life is all about. Here we go. Now, my boy, it's fair, evil, aka bad, whatever you call it, better known as ego, Set. So Set got top billing over it's fair because it was easier to deal with the ego than pure evil. And we also had Apophis who went against Ra, another story. But yeah, he represents pure evil also. But we seem to think that Set is evil. No, again, he don't wear that. That's why they got it's fed for that. Set is just your ego. And if you serve that God, you're serving yourself. That's what it's all about. So serving is becoming a way of life. A lot of people serving their ego as a way of life. Watch this. I'm seeing more and more evil being shown in a positive light, just wrong. I don't follow nobody's religion. I don't mock them. I don't turn the cross upside down. I don't disrespect Christ. None of that. No, none of that. I'm seeing people do that. I'm like, what the what? And it's being portrayed. At one time, you couldn't do that. Things are changing. The satanic worshipers who used to be in the dark, like the gays, in the closet, off to the side. Now they want to be in the forefront. They want to put it in the kids' face. I don't like flaunting wrong lifestyle to the kids. When you're an adult, you can make that decision to do that. We had porn, it's been around a long time, but it's called adult entertainment. Now, no. So understand me at a different time. But because you got the right to worship what you want, at one time that wasn't done for righteousness, for Christians. Now you let them worship the devil, let them worship any kind of negative connotation they want, and it's okay. But they disguise it. That's just the satanic worshipers. They let it be known what it is they do and who they worshiping. Baphomet, Baal, all evil, and that's their right. But it's got to be in the mainstream. I'm just saying, Super Bowl, Grammy, they're starting to, start to infiltrate. It's starting to become not such a shock. I see too many kids, I freak out. They trying to do it so it don't be such a shock to say. I'm never gonna get used to that. So sorry about that. Come back, put it back. All right, now here you go. See, I'm an esoteric teacher. I teach hidden messages, so I know occult ceremonies and rituals. Why? I study that. I know what they look like. If you're a country guy and you come from down south and come up north and I take you to the hood, you're not gonna know what's going on. I'm gonna explain to you, or this is, what this is them girls of the night. Yeah, oh yeah, okay. Introduce to somebody to something they didn't know. If they got the wrong teacher, the wrong leader, it's not gonna be good for them. So if you following that satanic concept, you looking for something and you not gonna find it. Okay, you ain't gonna like it, but if that's what you're looking for, be my guest. Yes, we have free will. And I'm telling you, that don't mean you can be disrespectful. I express myself when I disrespect others. That's free will. Okay, that's using free will the way it's intended. But because I could, well, I don't like this, and I don't rag on gays. I just bring it to my attention, or anybody attention. We don't need our children exposed to that. Y'all, it's been around. I ain't got a problem with that. But exposed it and putting it in the mainstream, I got a problem with that. Sorry about that. Spiritual, they got me all messed up. Where we at? Okay, here you go. Yes, we have free will, but I'm seeing more people choose evil over good. I can't knock it. That's why I want to teach my young the truth. Why? Because you can go down that wrong road and find out when you get midway down there, something down there is wrong. Look how far you done went down. Spiritual or divine. No such evil spirits, just humans doing evil things. Don't tell me spirits is evil. No, don't get that nonsense. Spirit is spirit. That's it. I keep telling y'all, it ain't got no education. It ain't got no. It's just a spirit. It's life. What your consciousness dictates is what you're going to do or be. So don't blame it on the spirit, please. Because guess what? Spirit gonna be at Judgment Day. You're gonna be. Ain't gonna do with that. Ain't made that decision. So yeah, your consciousness and your consequences for your actions is what you're gonna be judged by. Let me blame on the spirit. Oh, the spirit had me doing no. So stop that. That's what knowledge will do. Education, have an understanding, will take away all that nonsensical thought process. Here you go. It's called a spiritual war. Why? When you got right versus wrong, good versus evil, whatever it is you got, whatever the clash, and within you, it's a holy war. Some of us choose to serve the dark side. Star Wars, perfect example. They put it right there in your face. Luke, I'm your father. I made a bad decision. Okay, Dad, I'm your son. I'm gonna make a better decision. Why? So I won't end up like you. Simple. Sorry about that. Get a little personal. All right, here you go. This good versus evil, aka holy war, have been in effect since the beginning of time when he set Mayat up. He got chaos in Mayat. Ding, ding, ding. It started since then. And we've been on it ever since. There's no third entity. There's no third factor, good or bad. In a discussion, yes or no. In a discussion, male or female. End of discussion. I'm moving on. Sorry about that. Knowledge, aka good, intelligence, whatever, versus ignorance, lack of knowledge, evildoers, liars. They're just bad people. No spiritual enlightenment, no spiritual knowledge, no knowledge of self. So they are ego driven. All they know is themselves. They're serving themselves. Ego, hedging God out. If you serving your ego self, because that's what I'm going to eat. Your ego personality. He can't wait. Why? Because he loved them. That's his favorite meal. Oh, excuse me, her. Sorry about that. Now watch this. We was given consciousness, aka free will, so that we can what? Know ourselves and become better to know and get closer to what? Our creator, becoming divine, like one. Go back to understanding, becoming anointed, Christhood, spiritual enlightened. You and creator become one. It haven't changed. Guess what? It won't change. Sorry about that. But yeah, some things going to stay the same. Ego, watch this. Ego conscious people are self-serving. No God conscious, no spiritual enlightenment, pure ignorance. And that's fine because those ones, they pay the price for that. We may not get to see it. And I keep telling people, it ain't up for us to judge. I don't judge nobody but me. Why? Because they are responsible for their own judgment day. So what they did to you, oh, don't worry, karma takes care of that. And true believers, let that be. If you're going to give it to God, don't have an issue and claim, I'm going to give it to God and then worry about it. It don't work that way. So understand that. We live in a time where evil looks good to some people. It's always, it ain't new. The day was always been tempting. Sorry about that. Yeah, I guess, come on, man. If it look good, it sound good, sometimes it's too good to, yeah, something like that. Trust me, in life, that's where it goes. But some of us just can't resist. Just can't resist. Okay, and guess what happened? They paid the price in the discussion. That's why karma don't care. I'm gonna give you what you deserve. This is yours. Okay, where we at now here? All right, yeah. Now the next one is the holy war is you making the choice. And when you make that choice to do evil, what's this? The ignorant ones want what's happening now. And now evil is looking pretty good. If you're an evil driver, you're a billionaire, you can walk around and do your ceremony, you can hoodwink and bamboos and pull everybody into your nonsense. But you have a judgment day too. To them, you're God. Oh yeah, you all that. But To God, you just another one who played that game and lost. Simple. This is my concept. Don't get it wrong. Now, if you're ignorant, you're losing the holy war already. By being spiritually ignorant, you're on the wrong side. That's why we wake up. That's why we resurrect. That's why we change. Caterpillar don't see a caterpillar forever. Humans, spiritual beings having human experience should raise to their spiritual understanding of who they are, and then that way they stop the cycle of what? Rebirth, resurrection, death all over again. That's why that was the concept. Guess what? It haven't changed. Next one is I did that. Now the spiritual war can only be won. Now here you go. By how? Using spiritual disciplines when daily and perfect them. And that's how you become spiritually enlightened. That's how you become a servant of your higher self, aka know thyself. When you know God, you will want to serve God. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a preacher. I'm not here trying to know, but I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to educate you on who He is, and then you can live for yourself. That's what teaching is. Okay, where I'm at. Okay. You can serve. Watch this. Now you can serve your ego. A lot of us do, and survive in life. But you will lose the holy war. A lot of people again do that. You can't. I did none of that. None of that. Claiming ignorance is the suffering part about you that you can't use that as excuse. We're in the age of Aquarius. We got information up the yin yang. If you're ignorant of information, that's a you problem. You can't fault nobody. So take it, understand it, and do what you need to do. But if you're an ego server, you're already losing. When you choose, watch this, to know yourself, aka your higher self, that's how you win the holy war. Raise your conscious level up past your lower nature. Okay, Egypt, lower Egypt, upper Egypt. Okay, you want to raise to the upper. Understand that higher consciousness. Now, I'm about done. Let me wrap this up. Last one. Right thinking philosophy will arm you with what? Knowledge, self-knowledge for you, so that the choice that you make will be the right one for you. Without knowledge of self, it's hard to make a good decision for yourself. So gain obtain wisdom and knowledge by living, doing right, and you'll be better for it. Watch this. We have the right to do what? Live as we choose. And if you become a right thinker, that should be by choice. But remember, you are responsible for everything you say and do. No matter what you choose or don't choose, you still got to live. With self-knowledge, you're able to become God conscious through what? Righteous living daily and perfecting it so that your life would be in your control. You want to be the engineer of where you're going in life. Destiny. You want to control your destiny, and you are, whether you know it or not. Learning and understand that, and then living the lessons you learn, aka the truth, spiritual truth, is what right thinking philosophy teaches you to do to win the holy war in life. You want to be able to make better decisions for yourself so that you can be blessed and your life would be good and fruitful. Living, lying, don't bring good and fruitful things to your life. Trust me. Everybody who's reached that level of blissed out or becoming the best self, strength of self, had to make a change from what they used to do and think and feel. Before I was spiritually enlightened, here you go. I was losing my own holy war. Okay? Losers winning. My man, the white guy, my man, the crazy guy, the white guy. Winner. Yeah, in life, when you getting all the drugs you want, all the women you want, making all the money you want, you doing what you want, you're winning. You think you're winning. Losers. But they don't find out to win. It's their turn. See, that's the difference. Last one. Now that I am the master of myself, I'm winning the holy war, and I can teach others how to win their holy war with knowledge and understanding. That's right thinking philosophy. That's what I do for you. Pay attention. I got you.